College Board 10, calculator allowed number 14. So this problem says, of the following, which is closest to the ratio of the total number of insects in all 3 colonies in week 8 to the total number of insects at the time of initial treatment? So you can see right here, I started to set up a little ratio where I said week 8 total over week 0 total. Now if we look at the graph, we see kind of what's going on here. We have 3 different colonies of insects, colony A, B, and C, and we're treating these insect colonies with some sort of pesticide. We have 3 pesticide treatments in the 3 different colonies. And you can kind of guess what would happen, right? If you've got a colony of insects in week 0, we have a lot of insects. And then in week 8, the population has gone down because they're responding to this pesticide treatment. You have a population reduction from the pesticide treatment. So anyway, we're supposed to get the ratio of our week 8 totals, week 8 insect totals, to our week 0 insect totals. So if I look here at week 8, I can see I have 18-ish insects in colony A, 10 or so in colony B, and 50 or so in colony C. So our total here is going to be 78 insects across the 3 colonies. Now, this is a guesstimate. I kind of pre-wrote these values in here, but I went into the bar chart and I just tried to read the best I could at the height of each bar. 18, 10, and 50 is about right. It does not need to be perfect. So if you got slightly different values there, that's totally fine. Now I'm going to go in and look at the bars at week 0, and again I estimated at about 80, 65, and 58. Are those perfect? Probably not. But the problem says what is closest to the ratio, so you don't have to get it perfect. Plus 65, plus 58 or so. That total is 203. Now it looks like we did the problem wrong if you look at this 78 over 203, because none of the answer choices match with 78 divided by 203. But this is a calculator allowed test. So you would take out your calculator, you would do 78 divided by 203, and you'd get about 0.38. So I'm going to write that down. You could hear me clicking on the side on my calculator there. This is about 0.38. But again, none of the answer choices look like 0.38. But that's because we have to figure out which is closest to this ratio. So you would take 2/5, and in your calculator, you'd get 0.4. You would take 1 to 4, and in your calculator, get 0.25. 3 to 5 is 0.6. 1 to 2 is 0.5. So you get each of those decimals. Then you just figure out which one is closest. And to me, it looks like 0.38 is closest to 0.4, and that's answer choice A.